Hello Chiefs, and welcome back to the Blueprint YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at one of the most skillful attacks in the game, the Skelly Donut. This is actually a pretty old strategy, but with the Invisi spells it's now been updated, so you can perform it a different way. Before you just do the Rage and the Skellies, but now you can make the Skellies invisible, which makes it more viable in this meta with so much splash now. So here we have Yanis coming in, and he's coming with the Skelly Donut for the CC and the scatter. So you see, oh wow, the scatter, looks like the scatter is staying up. That's unfortunate. But as you can see, he does the Rage, the Skellies, the Invisi, and then the Quake. Unfortunately that Tesla popped up, which made the Skellies go to a Tesla, and then the Skellies ultimately went to a King, which is why the scatter stayed up. It'd be interesting to see how he adjusted this, because he definitely wanted that scatter with how much he invested, and it's kind of hard to Lalo that scatter as well. So the benefit of skellying the CC is that you don't have to deal with it, and that saves you one, a lot of time, and two, a spell or two. It also means your Sui can get a lot more value because your heroes don't get stuck in the CC, and it just means you can just get further in the base with no CC to deal with. So as you can see, if that scatter went down, he'd have a really nice Lalo path here, but with it staying up, it's actually a pretty awkward Lalo path. So he's coming in with his Lalo from 9 o'clock. I like the use of the Slammer to get the multi. Maybe you can force the Slammer to path to core scatter from this Builder Huts, which would be either a really nice adjustment or just part of the plan, I guess. So he's actually already used the Boredom ability, I guess, for the Headhunters to kill the Queen. I don't think it was really needed there, because there was no ground exposed, so the Headhunters would have killed the Queen pretty easily. And oh no, his Lalo is dying. It's just, that's the drawback of using the Warden ability so early. He Warden ability through nothing essentially, so now he doesn't have his Warden ability when he reaches the high DPS buildings and the ones that do the most damage, like that core scatter. And unfortunately he failed there, but you can see what you can do with the Skelly Donut. Now we have the master of the Skelly Donut, Symphy. So he is probably the only person that really uses it now, and he uses it very consistently. Sometimes he actually does hogs with the Skelly Donut, which is very interesting to see, because hogs are, I would say, a very weak troop. And here he's coming with the Rage, the Skelly, the Invisi, and he's for sure going to get the scatter and the CC. Those Invisi spells are so hard to pull off. You have to get them to the perfect tile. If you get them one tile off, you can make the Skellies not invisible, or you can make the building invisible, and then you're definitely not going to get the value you need. So what's interesting on this one is he also used Zaps, and now he's got no spells at all for his Sui or his Lalo, so he's invested so much into it. But with his RC getting the scatter, and it looks like his King and Queen going towards the Town Hall, there's gonna be nothing left to Lalo, so I'd say it was worth the investment. He's also still got a siege machine for the Lalo as well, and the Zaps actually took out the Queen, so I would say even though he used all his spells, it was definitely worth it, because now all he's got a Lalo is an Eagle and 2 multis. He doesn't have any scatters to deal with. Let's see if he starts on the Eagle. Oh yeah, he's actually going to end on the Eagle, which is interesting, as it's probably the most dangerous building to your Lalo now. But I guess he's just doing a Sui Slammer and just doing the Warden through this multi. So he's using Slammer for the bottom multi, and then the Warden ability for the top multi. He also kills the RC, but now the Eagle is on the loons, but because there's nothing left of the base. Look, he's got 9 loons still and the base is gone. That just shows the power you can get when you don't have to deal with a CC, and then you combine it with the Zaps to create an even bigger Sui. So Symphy is probably the best at this attack. He's very consistent with it, and look at those Swagloons. The base is absolutely crushed. Symphy is actually a Blueprint Pro, so if you guys want to learn how to do this attack, who better to learn from than Symphy himself. And once again, he's coming in with the Zaps with this, so he's investing all his spells again on the Sui. This time he got the Queen again with the Zaps, so I guess that's very important to him to get the Queen with the Zaps. Otherwise it's very hard to Lalo if you have both heroes still up. And now he's got again the core scatter and the CC, That is what you see most people go for with this attack. They do normally go for the CC and the scatter because you're investing a lot of spells, so you might as well get your worthwhile. And so once again it's just Sui for the Town Hall. Let's see if he uses the RC for the Sui or uses the RC. Oh, he's using the Ice Golem on the RC. That is pretty cool to see that he's investing in Ice Golem with the RC. It'd be cool if he like joins up the RC with the Lalo, because then the RC gets even more value. His King and Queen don't actually get much apart from that Town Hall compartment, but I guess it's set up a nice enough path to Lalo. This sweeper is going to be very annoying, especially with these core Teslas. So that is a drawback of being the Skelly Donut. It triggers the Teslas, but you don't actually get them most of the time because they're around the buildings. And now this sweeper is causing a lot of problems, and he's got no freezes. That's what you got to remember. He invests all his spells on the Sui, so now he can't freeze his sweeper, and that has caused these loons to get weak from the scatter, and now the eager is on those loons as well. But once again, because he's zaps his Skelly Donut and his Sui got so much, he just overwhelms the base with a mediocre Lalo. This Slammer can solo the last single and then the base is gone. He's actually got the new super loons in this CC, which is interesting to see. But as you can see, even if you don't do the best Lalo, you can still take out the base because there's not much left. It is a bit harder with no spells though, so you have to be more proficient and just have a good warding ability. So once again we see him coming in with the zaps. What did he zap this time? I did not see. What, he got the Queen again? And this Skelly is so hard to pull off with an Invisi. You have to get it tar perfect because of how far away they are. But he's managed to pull it off because he is the best at this attack. So let's see if he Sui's for the Town Hall again. I assume he's going to use RC for the multi. And then King and Queen for the Town Hall. He's just using the King to set a funnel, I suppose. So it can be a pretty lengthy attack though, because the Skelly Donut itself takes around 20 to 30 seconds, and obviously you want to keep your eye in the Invisi spells, so you can't really do anything else while doing those Invisi spells, but it's definitely worth the time you invest. His King and Yak actually broke through the wall, which is funny to see. So now it'd be interesting if the King passed out. Nope, he's going to beat through. This actually works out fine because he's still going into the correct compartment, and his Queen has a unicorn, so she, oh no, he messed up the wall breaker. Damn, that's going to be hard to adjust to because he definitely wanted the Town Hall with his Queen, but now she's going to path around. The RC is dead. Maybe if the King threw it, oh, Yak triggers Town Hall, but the RC is pretty much dead with no spells. He's using the Slammer to force his Queen in, but she's already low health, and when you don't have any Invisis or any freezes, it's kinda hard to adjust the Suis. So as you can see, that is a mistake he made with that wall breaker, and now he's having to adjust to save the 2-star, which you hate to see, but the pros are the best at adjusting. It's because he has no spells, he had to use the Warden with the Lalo. He didn't use the Warden ability, which is interesting because now the Warden is just sitting there, and if he takes one shot he has to pop his ability anyway. He got a bit lucky that nothing targets the Warden, so that he can use it with these loons. But now it's just a mission to get as high % as possible. There's no way you can sacrifice as much as he did and get the 3-star. It would take, especially with no spells, it's pretty much impossible to Lalo. He probably wanted to Slammer this multi in the core at some point and just Lalo around it. Unfortunately he had to use it with the Sui. But it's good to see that you're able to adjust and able to secure the 2-star even if things go wrong. So nice try to Simpy there. It is definitely one of the hardest attacks in the game to pull off, but if you can learn how to do it, there's a lot of bases you can exploit because people aren't really defending against it, so it's definitely worth learning. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.